أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن اتبع الإحسان إلى يوم الدين. We seek refuge from Allah against Shaitan, the accursed one, and begin today's talk in the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful. And we seek the peace and blessings and salutation of Allah on our noble Prophet Muhammad, his household, his companion, and to each and every one of us who will continue to be on this right path on the day of accountability. We welcome you today in our series of lectures, The Final Prophets. And what we'll be talking today is about our prophet's prophecy, how most of his prophecies were undeterred by time or distance. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, once a wonderful man who existed on earth, today it has been confirmed that he is the best man that has ever evolved, that has ever existed on the surface of earth. By so doing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the Quran that he is the only one whom we ought to have taken good examples from as an exemplifier, by saying, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ لِمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو اللَّهَ وَالْيَوْمَ الْآخِرَ وَذَكَرَ اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا. He is indeed an exemplifier, that in him you can find good example for those who knows that surely that their return is back to Allah and that they are full of the remembrance of Allah. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a man whom was worthy of adoration. He is samadu fa'ilayhi waqqara, that when he is silent entails a whole lot of dignity. When he keeps quiet, his quietness means a whole lot of dignity. He passes a lot of message. وَإِن تَكَلَمُ سَاهُ وَعَدَهُ بَعَرْ. But when he speaks, when he says things, it becomes so audible and it becomes clearer to people who listen to him. اِقْتَرَقُوا فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ. And his words and statements permeates through the heart of man when you listen to him. Umar bin Khattab was reported to have said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, amongst his prophecy prior to the battle of Badr, that he pointed to places one after the other that these are spots where the enemies are going to be killed. And behold, when that surely came to pass, none of these came that was not true. All these enemies, the spots that the Prophet pointed, that was where all of them ended their life. And also Anas bin Malik was reported to have said that as the battle of Mu'tah was taking place in Jordan, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed the people of Medina that the martyrdom of Zayd bin Haritha, Jafar bin Abi Talib, and Abdullah bin Rawha will surely come to pass, that is going to take place. And it did come to pass that Zayd ibn Haritha handled the flag of Islam until he was killed, and it was passed on to Jafar bin Abi Talib, and this same was passed to Jafar bin Talib until he was also killed. And finally, the same flag got to Abdullah bin Rawha, and this flag was handled as a sign of victory for the Muslims until he also was killed. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, until this flag got to the sword, the Sayfullah, the sword of Allah, whom was Khalid bin Walid. He was the one who handled this flag until they fought to the end of this battle of Mu'tah, and that was the conquest of it, and that was how the Muslim became victorious. Brothers and sisters in Islam that are viewing this, I want you to know that the words of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and a whole lot of more were words of prophecy. They came to pass. They came to pass. So for so doing, let us know that the Prophet ﷺ was a man who came and was the seal of prophethood, and he has come with the glad tidings to each and every one of us and to the entire mankind. I wish you the best as you listen to this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ya Habib, salam alayka, salawat.